Oh, I know how a poop feels. This is Hunter. Welcome to Lost Socket Garage. All right, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be looking at our finished project, our 68 named Chelsey, who will be going to her new home today. Going to be looking at everything that we did, how she started, etc. But first and foremost, I have to talk about a mistake that I made. Now, the mistake that I made was in our last video. Let's go to the numbers. Okay, let's talk about the mistake for a second. So last video, I compared 3 different projects that were possibilities and candidates for a Coupe to Fastback conversion. The first one was a really nice looking one. It was I believe it was a 65. Yep. Oh no, 66. That had bent frame rails and stuff like that. The second one was actually Chelsey. That's done now and going to be going to her new home. The third one was our green garbage can that's outside. And I said that that is the most financially viable option and probably the best option as far as a candidate for a Coupe to Fastback conversion. The one thing that I didn't calculate for in here is motor and trans. The green car did not come with a motor and a transmission. So this $33,000 completed, you're gonna have to add whatever motor and trans on top of that cost. But even if you spend $6 grand on a motor and trans, you're still going to be under this $40,000 mark that Chelsey hit. So that was my mistake. I caught it after I launched the video, got some comments on it, so I apologize. My math was a little bit off, but let's be honest, I'm a mechanic. I'm not really like, a smart math person. All right, one other thing that I wanted to discuss real quick. I didn't get a video out, but we hit 4,000 subscribers. Just wanted to tell you guys, thanks so much for following along. I hope that these videos help you guys. Obviously, as a shop, sometimes it's difficult to take time and make these videos, but you guys reaching out via email and phone calls and stuff, or comments saying that, it helps you. Yeah, it makes me feel good. I'm glad this content is helping you. If a squeaky truck was to roll past right now, if the content does help you guys, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, anything for the algorithm, etc. If you see us wearing t-shirts or hats or hoodies, those are for sale as well. So, feel free to reach out. But back to the car stuff. So let's take a look at Chelsey. Chelsey started her life as a 68 Coupe. We did a video on it, and I will put a link to that video in one of the corners, one of the things, to see when we picked it up and how it started, but I'll try to throw a picture in here real quick. So a couple of things with this car. This came with a built 302 Sniper fuel injection, came with exhaust, pretty damn good suspension. We've actually gone through, rebuilt the rear drums. Obviously she is a bit of a different shape right now, but that is because we went ahead and did the Coupe to Fastback conversion. So now Chelsey is a Fastback. Take a look around. Now, the coating on it right now is an epoxy primer. And as I've talked about in some of our previous videos, that's typically the first step that most painters use. Epoxy primer is more of a sealant than anything else. Some of it's going to come off when this starts getting body work done to it, etc. And paint, they'll throw a high build over it next. But this is what she looks like. Now, we did take a couple of creative liberties, and we went ahead and rhino lined the entire... Why does everything drive by when I'm trying to make a fucking video? We did do Raptor lining on the inside of this. Now, the way that we did that is we sanded down the entire inside of the car. We threw some light coat of primer on it so the rhino lining would have something to stick to. But we did a little bit of it. I wanted to do a sound comparison. So what I'll do now is I'm going to cut to a clip of me before I put the rhino lining on the inside of the quarter panels and doing a knock test. All right, so let's do a little sound test for this Raptor lining. Let's take a look. Nothing here. Let's take a listen. Knocking on this. Now, after we have rhino lining in the quarter panels. Let's do that knock test again. See how much more solid that is? It just sounds different. This is gonna help with your road noise. Old cars are loud, man, and we take that stuff for granted when we're driving new cars, etc. They're all quiet because they have all the insulation and all of that other stuff. But this is a product with Raptor lining that it's a little bit of a textured product. You can thin it out. Keep in mind, guys, we're not sponsored by any of these guys. It's just the stuff we use. But it lays down really nice. Obviously it's missing a carpet kit, but between the carpet kit and all the interior being in and the rhino lining, this is going to be a very quiet, solid daily driver. And because of the sniper, guess what? She gonna start right up. Ow. One thing they don't tell you when you're working on these cars is they're hard to get into. Okay. Letting the pump prime. Oh, so good. So good. Now, we talk about sniper fuel injection a lot. Again, not something that we're sponsored by or anything like that. We just really like the product. The Holley Sniper is an amazing kit. It really keeps a fairly stock look. Just looks like you have a carburetor on top, but has injectors in it. Comes with a little display that you can change all the gauges on, etc. The biggest thing is just the drivability of the car. It's much more consistent. Cold mornings, it starts right up. Altitude changes are no issue because of the O2 sensor that's in the exhaust, so it can make those little fuel trim changes. So for example, we're here in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're at a fair amount of elevation right now, but if I was to go up into the mountains at all, I could take this up into the mountains without it getting too rich because the air is a little bit thinner up there. That Holley Sniper is going to calculate those little air to fuel ratio changes that it needs to make and do that on the fly for you. This is stuff that's just stock and normal in every other car that we daily, every modern car that we daily. Take that stuff for granted. But if you're an old gearhead and you have, a fresh carburetor that you just throw on and you try to go into the mountains, you're going to notice a serious issue. You're going to have to rejet it and tune it and all that stuff. But with the Holley Sniper, you don't have to worry about it. That was one of the things that when we picked up this car that I really liked about it, because we didn't have to do it. So a special treat for you guys today. We actually have Chris here fresh out of Vegas. He is buying Chelsey. Chelsey is going home.
That's right.
Got a truck coming soon to take her to your house. Are you pumped?
I am very pumped.
Awesome, man.
Very excited.
Well, tell me why Mustang?
Why Mustang? As a kid or teenager, I drove a 65 Coupe in high school. And ever since then, I wanted one. Seeing Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
Definitely wanted a Fastback.
Yeah.
It had to be a Fastback, so.
They are, in my humble, totally biased opinion, much better looking than Coupes.
I agree.
On average. Now, there's a bunch of Fastbacks out there. There's a lot of Coupe to Fastbacks out there.
Yep.
Why did you decide to go with a Coupe to Fastback versus stock Fastback?
It's a good question. The reason why was budget, honestly. You could spend 60 plus on a Fastback, or you can get a Coupe, good price, and like and sub to his channel, and
shameless plug.
and you can see, he does good work. Coupe to Fastback conversions. That's the reason I went that route, the cheaper route, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, and she's happy to go home with you. I'm glad she's going to warm weather. What color is it going to be?
I'm thinking all black.
All black.
All black.
I dig it, man. I dig it.
Black. Yep.
Any plans for the motor or anything like that?
Eventually, bodywork paint, and we'll probably put a Coyote.
Coyote, nice.
That's the
nice. Well, definitely want some suspension work done for the Coyote.
Yes,
it's a little peppier than the 302 in here. So,
yes,
well, I'm excited for you, man. I can't wait to get some pictures from you once it's all painted and done.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so I appreciate your time.
No problem, Hunter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So that is Chelsey, ladies and gentlemen. Started off as a red 68 coupe, and now she is looking fly as a fastback and ready to fly to her new home. Technically, she's getting towed to her new home, but I'm gonna miss you, Chelsey. Maybe I'll come visit you in Vegas. Now, Chelsey is a project that we picked up and did the conversion to and sold it to a customer. This is the green trash can in question that I was talking about a little bit earlier. Didn't calculate for motor and trans. This one is going to be a roller that we are going to be transforming into a fastback, doing a whole bunch of metal work. How is it that it's like motorcycles and trains and scooters and Buicks are all driving by when I'm trying to film this? So this one will be a project that will be for sale. If anyone out there is looking for a fastback roller, we're happy to build this to suit. I know it looks rough now, but trust me, it ain't far away from looking like that. So that's an update for you guys. Wanted to cover that little thing that I did not cover last time as far as the math behind the green dumpster. So hopefully that brings a little clarity for you guys. Again, if this content helps at all, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting. It all helps the algorithm. We're also going to be doing some videos on some other cars that we have access to that we kind of want to put out to you guys and show you. We got a Dodge. I'll probably be doing a Dodge Swinger. We'll probably be doing a video on soon, a couple of Corvettes and stuff. So if you want to see that stuff, you know, hit the alert icon or whatever the thing is to tell you that, hey, Lost Socket Garage is putting out a video. Do that stuff. It super helps. If you want a sweatshirt, never tamed, baby. T-shirts or anything like that, feel free to contact us, lostsocketgarage.com. lostsocketgarage@gmail.com is our email address. If you have questions on coupe to fastback conversions, we don't just build them, we're fine sharing the information on it. So if you're lost in your garage with a cut-in-half Mustang and you need help, feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to help. So until next time, do what you love. Don't be a dick. As always, never be tamed. Peace! Subscribe.